Hello everybody, how are we doing? Let me just do a double check quickly to make sure I've turned all of the relevant buttons on. It looks like I have. Can you hear me? You see that dashing chap resplendent in his brand colours in front of me? Good evening folks, how are we doing? Nice to see you all. Crikey, there we go, cha-ching, cha-ching. It's coming in, looks like a bill coming in. How are we all? Are we good? I am doing well, thank you. Hope your Saturdays and Sunday mornings for some of you, if you're from that other side of the world, hope you're all having a good weekend. Now this dashing chap in front of me looks very much like Mr. Argsy Gaming, so I'm going to turn my push to talk off and we're going to see if he's about. Find the right buttons, push to talk, let's turn that off and say hello to Mr. Args. Can you hear me
How are you?
from all the way down on the other side of the world? Good. How's things?
Doing well. I'm just going to turn my push to talk off.
So guys, if you're watching both streams, which is something a lot of you I know do, recommendation is mute one of the streams. And if they're slightly out of sync, pause and wait for one to catch up. A lot of you guys do that and it seems to work. And that means you support both the channels then, which is gratefully appreciated, isn't it, Args?
Absolutely, absolutely. A thumbs up and a view goes a long way to
smash.
Feeding the hungry algorithm.
I thought you were going to say feeding the hungry Argsy family.
No, just the algorithm.
Deary me. How was your weekend, mate?
Yeah, not too bad actually. It's Sunday here in New Zealand. It's Father's Day.
Ah,
So
well, happy Father's Day, mate.
It's a Father's Day stream here for us. So yeah, very exciting. And we've just started off with Bank Sinatra's come in with $20 US.
Yes, indeed.
And then Mr. Croft has followed up with a £20 super chat saying to give away a copy of Pumps and Hoses on him. So we'll be doing that at some stage during the stream.
What a guy. Banks has dropped into mine as well. Thank you, sir, for that super chat. That is, as always, gratefully received, and it's lovely to see you, mate.
Very generous, very generous. So
yes,
along,
we've got
everyone. What are we?
Scott's noticed the matching Argsy rules hats as well.
Yeah. We didn't plan that. FSG
didn't.
just said he'd put his Argsy rules hat on, and I was like, no, I'm wearing mine too.
It's like when we edit a No Man's Land video and we get within 6 seconds of each other without ever speaking about it.
That's our closest, isn't it?
Right.
So, what are we going to do? Where do you want to start? We haven't really got anything planned as such. We've got some fields we could cultivate, some grass we could mow. Nothing ready to harvest at the moment. But what else? There's actually a whole pile of stones we could go pick up too. But
there's a load of stones. It's an odd job today, isn't it? It's an odd job today. We need some more hay, I think. We're running low on hay for the cows as well.
Yeah.
There's a bit of mowing we could do.
Do you want to start off doing that then?
Yeah, we could do that. We've not done that for a while. Makes it a bit different, doesn't it?
No.
So.
Mow, ted, windrow, pick up.
Yep, let's do that. I'm going to say hello to a few people. I see Mr. Scott Free for All is in. Christoph Kellens is in. Jan is in. Gustavo. A is in. Daniel the Kaiser. Ludwig. Faber. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Mark Haythornwaite. Raymond's in. It's lovely to see you all.
Welcome along, everyone. Great to have you all here.
It's going. My chat's going so quick that I've missed a few off there. I know that. So apologies if I've missed you, but it's lovely to see you.
Scooter's workbench wants you to change his shirt. He doesn't like the John Deere.
Oh, do you not, Scooter?
He's a case guy.
Fine. Hang on. Hang on.
Do anything for a view, won't you?
I do anything for a pre-release of something.
There we go.
There we go.
Scott,
Scott,
you're asking how
happy.
the chickens are doing. The chickens are doing well. We've actually got 1,000 more chickens. They've reproduced.
They have.
Not only have we had eggs go into cases, or cartons, but they've cracked open and come out with chicks as well.
Do you want to mow this time? Because I mowed last time, or are you happy? Or are you going? You're grabbing the
no. My tractor's slightly under power for mowing.
Sorry, say that again for everybody.
My tractor's slightly underpowered for mowing.
That's all I want
I
to hear.
stick within my limits. I know what I can do.
I should probably start doing that as well.
Can we just make a mental note in your chat how clean your tractor is right at this minute and see what it's like in 2 hours?
Yes.
Thank you. Do that.
I'm trying to... Oh, Musketeer said in my chat after the last video, finally you got around to washing your tractors, and I just corrected him with no. Finally, Argsy got around to washing my tractors.
No, I got lots of comments saying you gave up waiting.
Yeah. Take the hint, Args. Take the hint.
Yeah, take the hint. It's like when you leave stuff lying around so long that your kids finally pick something up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or
that wouldn't happen in our house.
Yeah, I was going to say your kids don't do what you've asked them to do forever, and you end up doing it yourself. Yeah. Probably more appropriate.
Yeah, that sounds more like it than them actually going, I've got really annoyed, Dad, that you've not picked my stuff up from my bedroom floor, so I've done it myself.
That's the one.
I don't think that's ever happened.
No. Hey, Chinook, thank you very much for that $20 super chat. Appreciate it, my friend. You got Saran's in here as well. Daniel popped into my chat.
I saw Saran was in here too. Yes, hi Saran. Nice
Jan.
to see you.
No Swathy yet. No Swathy yet, Scooter. Haven't gone down that path. Might save that for another game.
So I had a question about Swather. I was looking at the Swather the other day, actually. You can't... there's no header yet, so you can't pick up crops, can you? You're only if you're doing whole crop silage.
No, and there's no there's actually no crops yet that drop the crop. So if you use the swather to mow
it just
wheat,
becomes
it
a windrow.
drops straw.
Yeah,
it just becomes straw. Yeah. So you actually theoretically lose the yield out of the crop.
Right. But you can still you could still wrap that as silage, right? Or does it become a straw bale?
No, it becomes a straw. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if you can cut it green or not.
Could you do a whole crop silage thing on it?
Probably not. Probably not. I don't know.
Probably have to wait for Maize Plus.
Probably. Although Edgewater, Saskatchewan, which BC Bueller's been working on with the original creator of that, can't remember his name off the top of my head. I know that they were trying to get canola swathing in.
That's right, they were, weren't they? Yeah.
And I think BC Bueller's working on a pickup header for that. So.
Yeah.
Not quite to the level we had it in 19.
No, not yet, but I'm sure that'll come, won't it? It is just past 9 PM in the UK, and I think it's just past 8 AM
just
for you?
8 AM, yep.
Yeah.
That's quite right.
Another week's gone by, and another week where Argsy doesn't tell me what the lottery results are, really.
Yeah. I can tell you the football results.
Yeah.
But you know those two.
Yeah. Slightly disappointing.
Well, at least you went winning 1-0 and lost it.
The crew is back together. They are indeed pleasant. Nice to see you, mate.
Hey, pleasant. David Shanks is trying the double view.
Excellent, David.
Daniel's praying for my internet connection. It's actually been rock solid, apart from just those little lags, which I get just by playing on something that's a few hundred milliseconds away. What am I at the moment? 94, so it's not bad at all.
Oh, that's good.
Maybe
yeah, so funnily enough, I'm 96.
There we go.
Must be a time of the day thing as well.
Yeah, definitely. 8 AM on a Sunday morning's a pretty quiet traffic time in New Zealand, I imagine.
It's good. Get it under 100 for you over there. It's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cartech, how are you doing? Nice to see you. I was going to say it's about 3 PM, 2 PM, 3 PM for you guys in the States, isn't it?
Depending which side of the continent.
Exactly, yeah. So many time. Have you only got one time zone in New Zealand?
Yeah, we do. We're a long... well, we're not long. We're a skinny country that goes north-south, so...
Yeah, we can get away with that.
Well, technically I think we've got there's an island, the Chatham Islands, which is about an hour or so flight out into the Pacific Ocean, and that's technically a different time zone, I think.
But they've just wrapped the time zone around it, have they?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, new Lord of the Rings series as well. I'm keen to watch the first episode of that.
Haven't seen that yet. That was filmed down here in Hobbiton.
Yeah.
Middle
I
Earth.
quite enjoyed the first episode of the new Game of Thrones as well.
The prequel. The prequel?
Yes, yes. 170 odd years before the last series.
Right. So it's a bit like We're Surviving Wyoming's going to go. We're actually... we're going to see a prequel next year.
Yes. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Stops me having to come up with new ideas.
How did Jib end up in Wyoming?
Yeah.
No spoilers.
I like that.
No, we won't. No, we'll be careful. There's no spoilers on any TV shows they're in.
Yeah, no, we won't talk any more about it.
So, speaking of spoilers, do you know what's stupid? Formula One, right?
Yes.
Qualifying's at 1 or 2 in the morning New Zealand time. So I often don't watch it.
Yeah.
In fact, it's very rare that I ever get to see a Formula One qualifying live. I think when it's in Australia, America, and maybe Asia, I can catch some of them.
Yeah.
So I normally watch the YouTube highlights. They put it together real good.
Yes, there's a nice
minute
highlight couple of minutes. Yeah, it's good.
Then they show the qualifying lap for the pole sitter. So you're scrolling down to find your qualifying, and then you see the pole sitter's lap, and you're like, well, that's just spoiled it because now I know who's on pole.
Yeah. Although it's not really a spoiler at the moment, is it?
Well, no, it's not really. No, it's pretty one-sided.
So
yeah,
you'll
I just think it's a bit...
You'll be pleased to have even if he's not a bona fide Kiwi, nice to have another Antipodean in the sport next year.
Yes.
Well, it depends if Daniel stays, I suppose.
Yeah, could be at the expense of another one. Yeah, I can actually do that, Chinook. I can watch Dark Sport and watch it delayed.
Faber's
That's the best way.
Faber's countryman is doing the job this year. You can't really take it away from him.
No.
He's having a stellar year.
No, I'm looking forward to
these are these a mod? These class mowers are mod? I think they were added in. They're a Giants mod, aren't they?
Don't know. I have to look.
I'm going to have to check. It's been a long time since I've...
Yeah, they are. We've got them installed as a mod.
They're a mod, but they're from Giants. I think they released them pretty soon after launch, didn't they?
Well, they were part of the class DLC, weren't they?
Yes, last year.
Originally.
For FS19, so I think they've re-released them. So yes, they'll be available on the mod hub, so you can pick them up.
Kartik saying even if Ferrari get pole, they'll throw it away. You're not wrong.
Oh dear, Charles, feel for him.
Yeah. David, you don't know who to watch. Well, the suggestion is if you're watching on a PC or have access to dual devices, watch both streams at the same time and mute one. And then you can hear the audio, hear us still chatting, and see both perspectives of the farming, what we're doing. Hey, Better Gamer, how are you? Welcome along. Just goes to Giants. Oh, there you go. Crofted's confirmed. I'll stretch 609. He's got the dual streaming perfectly synced, so everything's working out perfect.
Beautiful. It's nice when that happens. Jack Little, how are you doing? Nice to see you. JB Channel, lovely to have you here. And Stretch 212 in beautiful Wyoming, which might get a little bit of airtime tomorrow. Even in Bearded,
so
nice
you're going
to
go to 2 episodes a week?
No.
I think you should do 2 episodes a week.
As I've realised by editing other episodes this week, that they take so long, I'd forgotten how long they take. Right. I was on day 3 of editing episode 2 today.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to keep the punters keen and go to bi-weekly. Fortnightly episodes. Fortnightly.
Imagine the outrage and the uproar. Oh dear.
They'd be right.
Alan Wyman from Florida. Welcome, mate. Nice to see you.
One a day, Argsy, like the pros. Mark's telling me to shut up and stop giving you ideas.
Loving 5-minute farmer though on Griffin. It's great. Nice to see some bigger kit on it as well. It's
yeah,
mixing up a bit.
That was kind of the trade-off to actually make it work, was having equipment that would cover the fields a little bit quicker than what I used in Osada. But yeah, I've tried to keep it as appropriate as possible. Although someone was commenting and complaining about something. And AJ commented in his forums about when he's worked in Griffin, Indiana, they'll use a 3-meter cedar and plant 300 acres with it. Yeah, and it takes 2 weeks, and that's just what they do. So I think we just get on with it. FarmSim. You overscale equipment quite substantially.
All the time, I think. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think I'd love to see some stats. If you look at the percentage of big equipment that's used in everybody's games versus medium and small equipment.
Yeah, that's right. But then you also look at, like, say, take Welcome Farms or Millennial Farmer. The map, for example, you're probably only playing a 10th, a 20th of the land they farm.
That's true. Yeah, it's not an authentic representation of how much land they've got, is it?
No. Yeah, no, it's not.
Oh, Mr. Nezzy is in the
watching
chat.
in Origin. Awesome.
Oh, Mr. Nezzy's saying he's flat out middle of harvest at the moment. Flying doves, yields are terrible after another year of drought. What a shame. Well, crikey, they've announced borderline drought conditions in the UK, although it's rained a lot the last few days, so that won't last long. But we've got water shortages big time here, which is
wasn't
pretty rare.
Yeah, that was when they were having all the fires sort of a month or so ago.
Yeah,
6 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, it's uncommon, but it's been a few years since we've had it.
Yeah, our spring rainfall update was released last week, and we are at normal or slightly below for the next 3 months. Drive our vehicles and farm some like F1 drivers compared to real life. Absolutely.
That's a windrow.
It's tucked in the corner in front of the combines.
Ah, right. Couldn't see it behind the combine.
So what do you think obviously the surprise little announcements for some new Vulture tractors? Yeah,
no, that's nice. They got the new Q series, which I was watching the release of that the other day. A good looking tractor, really nice. So nice to see that they've.
They did that a couple of years ago with the G. Was it the G series?
Yes, and they've done it with the Massey 8S as well, didn't they?
That's right. Yeah, they did.
I see there's a new Fent out, a new Fent 700 series.
Okay.
They announced that the other day, so rather good looking tractor as well. But no, that Q series Valtra looks very nice. Good evening, Junt. Nice to see you, mate. How are you?
Hello, Junt. And first pumps and hoses.
Yes, nice to see some fact sheets. And do you know what I liked about that was that slurry separator. Yeah,
it was interesting, isn't it? I'm not quite sure about using it as fertilizer or bedding. Bedding seemed like that's interesting.
That's a pretty depressing bed to get into, isn't it?
Yeah. You'd get a crap night's sleep on that one.
Yeah. See what you did there.
I even kept it PG.
That was clever. But no, interesting to get the solid matter out for fertilizer. That'd be good. I'm quite excited about them. I know a few people were up in arms about how much it costs, but when you look at the amount of stuff that's in it, and the fact it's a proper shift in the way you can spread manure, I think it's well worth the money.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than just a few bits of equipment, isn't it?
That's right. And remember, folks, if you're pre-ordering, make sure you use either Argsy Gaming or FarmSim Guy in your in your chat. Argsy Gaming, all one word, is it, Args?
Well, one word, it is, yeah.
And I am FarmSim Guy, no the, and again, all one word.
And if you don't want to use ours, I'm sure you could find another creator.
Yes, but support somebody. It's always worth supporting somebody.
Absolutely. Alright, we've got hay in there already. Let's dump that out. Hey, Legion, how are you, mate?
Scooter's saying, but it's half the price of the game itself, which is also a valid point.
Hmm. Corpnut was saying he's got a 15,000 acre fire near his hometown in southern Oregon with only 1% of it contained. That's massive.
Wow,
You put that in context.
Yeah. Altoona Gaming, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. That's very kind of you.
I was just going to say exactly the same thing. Thank you. Appreciate that.
And good evening to Farmer G as well. Nice to see you.
It's like a long time since we've done a live stream together.
March it was, mate.
Was it March?
No Man's Land in March was the last time we did one. So yes, quite a long time ago.
Have we not done anything in between?
Oh, you dropped onto my 50k.
Oh, of course. Yes, that's right. But that was just you streaming.
That's right. Yeah, it wasn't the same as a dual stream.
Not quite the same.
So yes, no, it was No Man's Land in March. It was our last official outing. No, actually, no. Take that back. We did the preview look at Ashton Corners.
Oh, right, yeah. Yes, we did. I've got alerts going off all over the place. Faber Farming, welcome to the AG team. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Appreciate it, mate.
Nice, Faber. Met Faber at FarmCon. Top bloke.
Nice. Nice. Next year. So, a lot of the super chats and any income I make off YouTube at the moment is going into a special little bank account to try and get me to FarmCon next year.
Hashtag get Argsy to FarmCon.
along with you know, DLC giveaways and all those kind of things that'll come with the channel.
Yeah. So there you go. Go and get your DLCs from Args. That's the challenge. Get him to FarmCon.
Oh, better game with the $5 super chat. Well, thank you. Keep up the great work on the 5 minute
bearded as well here.
Legend. Generous community this evening.
I know.
Or this morning.
Lovely bunch.
Loving it.
Saran was saying the other day, actually, it was on Wednesday on the Western Oz one. It's so nice that there's so many of the same people every time, every stream jump on, which is really nice.
Yeah, for sure. It is.
Properly feels like a community, doesn't it? I don't know, we do share a lot of the same subs, which is nice as well.
We do. Now, there we go. I had my first hiccup with my internet. A little bit.
Oh, did you have
yellow
a
and red for a wee while. Yeah.
What do you stream at kilobytes wise?
5,500, I think.
5.5.
So not too high.
Yeah.
Chuck Abbey was saying, love all you do, FSG Nazi. It's awesome. TC Agri asked if I would say hello to FSG. So hello, FSG from TC Agri.
Hello, TC. Why are you my stream?
Junt's popped in. Yeah. Junt's popped over here and said hello. So hello to you, my friend. And Legion was saying not heard much from MRG of late. He's teamed up with the squad guys.
That's right.
On MD maps now.
Yeah, for the mobile game. Let's see, they're busy
so
at the Farm Progress show this week, yeah.
So he's probably in much the same boat as Kadurk and doesn't have enough time to do FarmSim stuff now that he's got a full-time gig doing that.
That's right. I saw a nice picture of Kadurk with the boys from Welker this week on his chat.
I did see that.
Mark Thor's updated his Ford Class Combine as well.
Yeah, I already sent that through earlier. Didn't have time to download it and add it into here, but we wouldn't have had a chance to use it anyhow.
Jack Little has just subscribed to you, Args.
Oh, thank you, Jack. Legend.
Jelsa Farms? The Jelsa Farm, I beg your pardon. Nice to see you. Hi, FarmSim Guy and Argsy. So nice to see you guys playing together.
Hello.
Ah.
I'm always saying hello now.
Argsy Jr.
Argsy Jr.
And it's also the cooler one.
Oh.
Oh, the
Fighting
cooler
talk.
one. He's the cooler son.
Fighting talk.
Not.
Yeah.
I'm cooler.
All right, go away. You
You're
two.
old. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Love it.
Where do I live in New Zealand, Faber? I am in the North Island, in a region called Manawatu, which is about an hour and a half drive north of Wellington, if you know where the capital of New Zealand is.
I think Faber used to live in New Zealand a few years ago.
Oh, did you? Oh, there we go.
He was one of the Dutch colonists.
Yes, so we are 10 minutes out of Palmerston North, if you know New Zealand that well.
No worries, Scott. Have fun, mate. We'll catch up soon.
About to say the same thing.
Scooter. It feels tighter than a community, though. Not sure what it is, but everyone's just awesome and supportive no matter what role you play in the community. I agree. I agree. It just... I love the fact that there's just no drama. Everybody's grown up, mature, realises they're here for the right reason, which is to have fun playing a game and not let it get too serious, which is great.
It's just when guys rip off your ideas and, like, you know, it's a mega harvest on West Australia. I mean, how unoriginal. Jeez.
It was an homage. Told you it was an... I even said it on the stream. That's the last time I pay you any respect.
It's probably the first time you'd paid me any respect as well. No, we're not precious about those kind of things. There's only so much you can actually do in FarmSim, isn't there? Before you find someone's done it before you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Or done something similar to you.
And it doesn't... People don't seem to care either, do they? They happily watch... You know, a good map is a good map, so... You know, people are happy to watch content on a good map, and... You know, good equipment and good mods are good too, so people just enjoy watching it.
That's it. That's it. Corpnut, you follow Marty too. What does he do on YouTube? Never heard of him. You lived in the South Island, Faber, near Invercargill and later Nelson. Nelson's just been smashed by floods, like, big time. Hey Joe, welcome along. I'm doing well, thank you.
Justin Dees, thank you very much, mate. You're very kind. Farmer G saying, read a lot of millionaires and billionaires are moving to New Zealand. And then he said, is that why you're there, Args?
No, not at all. I wish. We have got a lot of celebrities and well-known people come and settle here or have a house here or something.
It was a big deal in the in lockdown, wasn't it? Lots of celebs.
Well, yeah, I don't think a lot of people did move, but there was a lot of talk about New Zealand being one of the safer places during COVID. But that was when early on we had very few cases. But I mean, it's become widespread. Kind of a case of if you haven't had it, you're a rarity now. But,
yeah, exactly.
some of like Gabe Newell from Valve Gaming, he's settled down here, I think. Or he certainly spends a lot of time in New Zealand.
Nice.
To the point he talked about even potentially bringing the CSGO World Championships to New Zealand and holding them down here.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
James Cameron obviously is here. Doing Avatar and Avatar, Avatar 2 and Avatar 3. Shania Twain has a sheep station down in the South Island.
No, that doesn't impress me much.
That's a claim to fame or not.
Too easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to finish the stream right there. It's not going to be topped at all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for tuning in.
Oh dear.
FSG wins the internet today.
You set him up. I'll hit him out the park.
see. Yeah, that's right. Oh, goodness. Speechless.
Yeah, nowhere to go from there, really, is there?
No.
Jelsa Farmer, any big changes in the new update of Courseplay? Has Courseplay had an update? I'm behind the times with that.
There was one about a week ago, I think.
No, okay.
There was an update on in Mod Hub as well.
Ah, right, I have updated that then.
It's even 7.0.3 or something. Can't remember the exact.
I'm waiting for silage compaction to come back. You could possibly do it by setting up a course, right? Well, you can't really set up courses like you could in 19 yet, can you? It's pretty cool. It's pretty linear.
You can
fieldwork setup.
Yeah, you can't record a course like you could in 19, but you can record field edges for custom fields. But.
Yeah. Yeah, that's super easy now. I love the fact that if you plough around the edge of a field now, even if, you know, in something like this, it scans it instantly.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
He repairs old equipment, has an off-grid place, kind of cool to see how he makes things work, and has a few rams he raises. Yeah, I'll have to check him out, Marty T.
Missing stuff. There you go. So Daniel, what I mean is if you have ploughed around the edge of a field, or something like No Man's Land, which hasn't got a defined field edge in the map code, if you're sitting in the field in the tractor and it picks the edge out, as soon as you go to Courseplay Fieldwork, it will instantly draw a line around the edge of the field. You don't have to drive around the field like you did in 19 to map it out, or you don't have to draw it. It does have the ability to draw it if you want to, but you don't have to anymore. It's very clever.
It is.
I think the whole Courseplay for 22, I think people got a little bit uppity with the interface to start with, didn't they? Because it was new and a bit different, but from the way it runs,
even for the change.
Yeah, the lack of resources that it uses now compared to, I mean, it was really unoptimized. Even those guys said it themselves, didn't they? They'd hacked around with it so much over the years that the code base was just really ineffectual. So rewriting it from the ground up was a genius stroke, I think. And I like the fact it's built into the interface as well now.
Absolutely, I'm the same. I know it's just not what you're familiar with. The only thing I was talking with someone the other, actually Bearded Gamer in his Twitch stream the other day, is the time estimate to finish a job. It's the one thing I miss. Yeah,
I miss that. Yeah, that is.
It was never accurate because it didn't count for time turning it into fields and things like that.
Yeah.
But, or you know, if it was a combine, how long you had to stay stationary unloading. But at least it gave you an estimate of how much longer you had to go on a field.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Bambalam has just started playing FS22. Have we got any tips for him? I would say, well, first and foremost, have fun. Download the Farmer's Handbook. If you don't know anything about farming, download the Farmer's Handbook. Now, I don't have a link to hand, but maybe somebody like Mr. Mark Thor will chuck a link into the chat, because it tells you the order you're supposed to do stuff in. But if you've got some farming experience, you don't need that, but it's still a very handy resource to have. And make sure you go through the tutorial at the start. But yeah,
do the FarmSim Academy on their website.
Yes, they've got some good stuff on the website as well.
Added info.
In general, I hate
watch YouTubers.
Yeah,
I learned a lot when I first started playing FarmSim. I learned a lot from just watching videos and things.
That's right. Yeah.
How not to do it.
Were you watching mine?
Yeah.
Oh, this is so twitchy, this windrow. There we go. Drop that off.
Knew you were going to come storming out of that shed.
Yeah. Not looking either way. Oh, there's a sheep in the water.
It's a sheep dip.
I've got a full load of.
Oh, that's a good call too. Jump on multiplayer servers, see what others have done. That's what you can do to help.
That's excellent idea. Oh, squeeze past that. Can't be masses left in the field, can there?
There's a.
I knew you'd
Probably
come
half.
flying out of there.
Sure, we're gonna be racing tractors before the end of this.
Yeah.
There's a few rows.
What am I doing? Unloading. Philip Moffat, what do you think of the new Platinum Edition and the new logging dynamics? I'm excited for it, to be honest, Philip. It's going to make me revisit logging for sure. I think there's some interesting bits of kit, and the new map I think is probably the nicest map I think I've seen as a base game or as a FarmSim map in a long time. What do you think, Args?
Yes, I agree, and I will expand on that. I like that they've taken the. I like that they've obviously spent time and that they're continuing to push what the engine can do, in terms of the map and like the water, puddles and the flowing water in the stream. When Ola added the flow maps to his water and Renabo, it just changed how they looked. They just looked fantastic. The water and Giants have gone and done that sort of similar thing now.
And actually, I believe Giants spoke to Ola about it as well to understand how he'd done it.
Makes sense.
So that's quite nice as well that they're spotting stuff from modders and asking about it.
But it's sort of the dynamic side of the water now, isn't it? That the puddles will grow over.
Yes. So if it rains now, the puddles will appear and.
Yeah. So it's cool. That was obviously some map makers that added flooding and through having a water plane that lifted, but even Louisiana farming added it into South Louisiana to flood his rice fields.
That's right. Yeah.
Good to see. Good to see it going a little bit further.
Bearded makes a point though. Remember how excited we were about Elm Creek before it came out? So yeah, I know what you mean, Bearded. Although I'd have to say, Elm Creek compared to when you compare it to, I don't know, the 19 maps, it was Ravenport, for example. It was a huge step forward.
Absolutely. Don't listen to Legion's suggestion. He suggested joining Discord and asking ESAB lots of questions.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't upset ESAB. It's better for everyone. You won't have problems now with logging with the auto tree alignment. That is true, yes. I do think there's some nice, hopefully some nice additions with some of the tweaks. And some of the kit looks great. The logging winch looks fantastic.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting in and giving that a whirl. When you've got your joysticks now, it should make things a whole lot easier.
I do, yeah. Looking forward to giving them a whirl as well. But no, I'm excited to see what it's like. And that big Volvo grapple seems like a lot of fun as well. Loki's working on logs for the autoload script. That's good. What more could we ask for? Maybe a brush hog mower scooter? Dap Simulations, nice to see you. How are you?
There's probably only one more load up there, is there?
Barely that, yeah. You'll definitely get it into your trailer, no bother.
You got all emptied out for one trip.
I know, but that's all right. I'm okay with
You
that.
contributed. That's the important thing.
Made me sound like I'm sitting on my backside watching YouTube on my tractor. I think I mowed and windrowed.
Who knows? Maybe you are.
Ooh, Scooter says he's on vacation this week, so he's trying to get a bunch of mods buttoned up. That's nice to hear, mate. Old Cranky, 19 months a member, mate. Jeez, oh.
Crikey. You'll be moving in soon, Cranky.
I know. Some people get a less than that for crimes.
Yeah, they do. Your justice system's probably as screwy as ours, is
it? Bizarre. Some of the decisions are just mind-boggling. Oh, Bearded's 14 months as well. Jeez. You could be cellmates. Yo, right, what have we got in here now? 255,000 litres. Not bad at all.
Legion's still waiting to see Args and FSG battle on Wilhelmina Forest. As in a competitive multiplayer type thing, Legion.
I'd love to see a bit of log racing. That could be good fun, couldn't it?
Going in there.
Maybe we'll do that on the new map when it comes out.
Maybe.
That could be quite good fun, couldn't it?
Yeah,
same equipment.
Hey, Anzac, how you doing? T-Shug, howdy to you. And Ryan, welcome along. Hopped in before I got to work. Have fun keeping FSG in line. Not sure if it's fun,
Cheers,
but I'll try my best.
Oh, dear.
Forklift race.
Running me down.
Oh, so now you've got a red jersey on with a green hat.
Yeah, I know. Supporting everybody. There is auto-load log trailers already, Mark, but I think they are specific auto-load log trailers, whereas I'm guessing Loki's you could, if he combines it with auto-load, you could put them on anything, which could be interesting. So there's the big cultivator, or there's the plough. What do you want to do? I suppose we don't have to do the same field. Let's see if anything actually needs ploughing. Needs ploughing.
Good choice.
And fertilised off. Oh, typically nothing needs ploughing, apart from the fields that we've got crops.
We half ploughed and half cultivated.
Yeah.
Well, we could always. I mean, the cultivator's only $4,500. We could go and buy another one.
Alright, you can have the blue one, I'll buy a red one.
Is that because my tractor's blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Matchy-matchy. You can drive my tractor if you want.
Does it still say Argsy rules on it?
It does?
Mine still says I love FSG.
There we go. Case. Nice case one. Look at that. I'm going to put a harrow on the back. It's very expensive. And go as it is. Look at that. Beautiful. Gone are the days where we had to worry about money, right?
Yeah, I know. What we were talking about the other day. It's kind of, the series has got to the point where we can do whatever we want just about.
I'll go pick this up and I'll join you.
Beet harvest race, a tatey planting race, forklift race. all sorts of suggestions coming through. Seen a cool 3-point hitch boom forklift on the back of a tractor yesterday. Boom forklift. Better
Oh,
Gamer says 2 months, but I know I've been here longer. 13 months, in fact.
I think if you join and then have a couple of months off, it starts you again, doesn't it? Which is...
Ah, is that what happens?
I think so. I'm not sure if it... I
Doesn't-
think it's only if
doesn't
you've
show
got...
you, but that- Consecutive, that would make sense.
yeah. Philip Moffat, would it be easy to have the GT Omega cockpit to play the game? It all depends, I suppose, Philip. I use my computer for other stuff, so... probably not for me, but yeah, if it's a pure gaming rig, it would. I've got my racing rig behind me, but it feels weird sitting in an F1 position driving a tractor. With an F1 steering wheel.
Is it really a racing rig, or is it a dust collection machine?
It currently is an expensive clothes horse, yeah.
Complete with cobwebs.
Yeah. Gonna have to rectify that soon because my son has got his beady eyes on it because he's playing a lot of Gran Turismo.
Ah, Gran Turismo.
He's like, but would that wheel work with Gran Turismo, Dad? I'm like, no. Definitely doesn't.
No, it doesn't. They don't do that. They're not console compatible.
No, that my setup isn't, no.
Legend saying it's not compatible with FarmSim because of the way you drive your tractor.
Cheers, Legion.
So much love in the community.
I know, haven't you got a big shed to be building? Wouldn't need a side panel with an F1 wheel, you're right.
That's true. Imagine all the buttons. Imagine setting it up and programming.
Oh my god. Careful, he'll be asking for his own then. Yeah, I know, Scooter. I've got a horrible feeling I'm going to come home from work one day and the G920 will be missing off the desk. I'll be like, where's that? Yeah, Philip, Fanatec wheel. Actually, there's a link in my description to my studio tour, which I'm going to have to do another one of because it's completely changed again. But are you GPSing or are you
not yet.
freehanding?
No, I just thought I'm just freehanding I'm in the little field. I just did the little one over by the cows first.
Right, I'll start on the big one here. We've probably got a field. We've probably got this set up somewhere actually, haven't we?
Quite possibly could.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Crofter suggested you have a winner takes all race with your son. See who gets the rig.
Ooh. I
Would you be
kind of
brave
like
enough?
the idea of that, but also it makes me very nervous.
You need to have some stewards to make sure there's no filthy tactics.
Yeah. You would. We have got a... It's the Field 45 plot, but it lines up pretty well, so... Sorry, mate. I'll just unfold and get out of your way.
Please do.
Playing for pinks on the wheel here. Don't have Matteo Bonotto as your strategist then. Love it. We are checking. That's all you hear from the Ferrari guy in Charles' ear. He's like, what am I doing with these tyres? We are checking.
We don't have a plan.
You can hear the clown music in the background.
Chris Durbin, thank you very much for that $5 super chat. Very generous, thank you.
Bearded, I absolutely love the Logitech heavy equipment bundle. It is good. I have to say, mine's all gone now, but I still have it sitting in the other room. But I loved it. It was the biggest shift in my gameplay was buying that.
So I still need to get into the habit of using the Sim dashboard more. I just don't use it enough.
Yeah.
Like, I went to the point of buying one of those Amazon Fire tablets.
Oh, did you get one? Did you?
Yeah. Well, probably almost a year ago now. In fact, it would be almost. Yeah, definitely a year ago.
The key is always having it set up and plugged in and ready to go.
Yeah.
Because I've got it. Because using the mod switching app as well, some of my save games, it isn't one of the mods that's saved down, so I need to sort that out. I found a nice little workaround. You know, you're saying it's hard to, if you're running like 5 or 6 folders of save games. I run a favourites folder, so it's got like 25 or 30 mods in that you want in every game.
Yeah.
But I've found if you select that in SGA, load the game up, do all your updates, then come out of the game again. If you click on then each of your other folders that have got a game save in it, you can copy your favourites, and it'll say, do you want to overwrite the ones that are there with the new ones?
So you update the favourites folder.
Updates the favourites folder, and it updates across all of them. It takes about 2 minutes.
That's clever.
So there you go. Quick tip.
Yeah.
Obviously, it doesn't update if you've got different tractors and stuff, but it's really handy for things like Courseplay Auto Drive.
Yeah.
And all your quality of life mods. Your nephew's designing a bracket for your Stream Deck to attach to your Logitech side panel. That sounds cool. Do you know what you should get him to do as well, Bearded? Get a bolt-on tablet holder, and then you could have Sim Dash as well.
And a drinks holder.
And a drinks holder.
And a cell phone holder.
Yep. And some USBs to charge your phone. I use the SGA mod switcher. Herb. It's very good.
Game Alliance.
Yes. Did you just feel the urge to not finish ploughing this field?
Oh, no, I actually forgot that little piece, to be fair.
I'll get it.
It's actually annoying.
Well, it is now, because we've got the thing at the end.
Should just landscape it out.
Yeah, expand the grass a little bit.
Even expand the grass, the tractor length away from that manure pit or something.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, we don't need to plant it.
This is true.
Enjoying the honeybee header, Chinook? You got your head around how to attach it and detach it and all that sort of carry on?
Oh, I'd got it. I'm surprised how many people get upset by the honeybee header trailer. I really like it because it's authentic.
It is, yeah.
And I don't think it's that difficult. I get it if you don't know how to do it. And certainly the first time I loaded up, I was like, how the heck does this work? Yeah. But once you've mastered it, I think it's pretty good.
I liked your tipper where the triangle was on the back of the header.
Yes, just a little bit of a guide to know where it is.
And then you'll always know which side you should approach it from.
They are cool headers, they are. I'm very excited for Custom Modding's Challenger to come out. It looks like an absolute beast of a tractor.
I'm putting some detail into it.
Oh, they are, yeah.
Did you see there was a silage bagger released the other day too?
Oh, was there?
I
might have to have a look at that as well.
who was it? JMF did that. JMF modding. It's the Badger one from 22.
Oh,
from
right.
19.
So they've just...
But it's been rebranded to a proper, because apparently he did some research. Badger never made silage baggers.
Okay.
But it can... So the 19 one, you had to use an extractor to take the silage out of the end. Well, he's changed it. I can't remember who helped him with the scripts for it. Scooter or someone might know. But they have got it so you can use a front loader to unload from the end of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, scoop the silage out effectively.
Nice.
It's very cool.
We'll have to find an excuse to give that a whirl somewhere, won't we?
Yeah, it's a shame we'd put our well, not a shame, but we've got the fermenting towers here now. Would have been good on this one.
It would, wouldn't it?
That John Deere Cedar is going to be awesome when that comes through Crofter. I agree. We can find out if Polycount are doing their swather, their John Deere swather.
Yeah, I've not seen Polycount for the last
that,
few weeks, actually. He would know, wouldn't he?
Yeah, Taz has been. Yeah, I've saw him.
He's bouncing around, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good tip from Christoph. They're using the honeybee headers, but with the Duras trailers, because you've got the fuel tanks on them, so you don't have to go back and fuel the combines up. Has anybody found running running vehicles in normal fuel mode, they burn a lot more fuel a lot quicker than they did in 19?
Yes.
Which is good, I think.
I
can't ever remember having to actively fill up a vehicle in 19 because it was empty. It just seemed to go forever, the fuel.
Yeah, no, I think the changes to the fuel consumption are very good.
Yeah.
How many hours has your tractor got on it? Just out of curiosity.
39.5.
0.5 or?
39.5.
Exactly 0.5? I'm 39.4.
Oh, really? That'll be that extra tea break you had a couple of weeks ago.
Of course it'll be.
If you ever wanted bona fide truth that who works harder, it's right there.
There it is. There it is. The tractor hours don't lie.
They do not. Level of dirt on the tractor is also a dead giveaway.
I'm not going to say anything. It's a good
Argsy has more hours on the forklift. Not going to argue with that.
More time in the combine too, Mark. You're probably right. Put it on jack stands and a brick on the gas pedal. Also probably correct, Mr. Fields. I've been driving FSGs and he's been sitting around doing nothing. It's still also saying you burn more fuel carrying the mud around on your tractor.
Yeah. Still shifting this COVID weight.
Yeah.
A few extra pounds in this tractor. Why is it always me that gets picked on? Mattia Carletto, hello. How are you doing, sir? Nice to see you. DAP Simulations, take care, mate.
Yeah, the underdog's always the favourite.
I like the All Blacks.
Like the All Blacks. I'll tell you what, you don't want a wounded All Blacks team. They demolished Argentina last night.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
In well, not terrible conditions, but weak conditions.
Yeah, that was for pride, that one, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. They just need to do it consistently. They know they've got it in them. You're less aerodynamic, according to Mark.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it, mate. Farmer G says, I'm just sitting watching you work with the engine running.
You know, I've actually, and I think Mark Haythornwaite's hit it on the head, but not the way I think he was trying to. It's because I take time to pause and wash my tractors and keep them clean and my equipment tidy, and you keep working.
Ah, right. Okay.
That'll be it. That'll be it. Look quite good with the colour matched.
They do, don't they? I
colours.
was thinking that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's funny, this is probably not much different to what we do when we were recording a No Man's Land episode normally.
Yeah.
Take the mickey out of each other and just chat away.
Yeah. Which becomes a nightmare when you're editing, because I always use the speech, our chat as points in the video to know where I slice and dice, where I do my voiceover stuff. But it's because it's littered with
it's littered
inane
with
chat. You have to literally watch the whole thing to
Yeah.
work out what's going on.
Yeah, where's the garbage? Saran's husband just came in and gave me a strange look because I have both streams on.
Philip Moffat, have you got the new mower script installed to cut the bushes down? So, there's a story about that. So that was done by Loki79, who was a friend of the channel, or both our channels actually, who did Lumberjack and Autoload and a few other things. And when that ended up on ModHub, it was his script that was sitting in oh, help me out here. GitHub.
Mod
There we
file.
are. GitHub.
Oh, GitHub.
So he's released it on GitHub because it's not officially released yet. It's still a working prototype. Somebody had taken it off ModHub, uploaded it off GitHub, uploaded it to ModHub under their name, but hadn't bothered to change any of the code. So Loki saw it, downloaded it, and he was like, "That's my code, like letter for letter." So it was promptly taken down from the ModHub. So if you are downloading it, make sure you download. It'll be on every other dodgy site now. So if you are downloading it, make sure you download from GitHub Loki's version of it. Some people, eh?
Some people.
That's so wrong, isn't it, Scooters? Just, it's bone idle laziness and underhand at the same time. The Orb 1 is asking, how did you two find each other to make vids together? I'll let you take this one, Args.
I swiped right. No, how did we miss? So we both started our channels at similar times in 2019 due to, well, COVID really. We both
COVID and a little bit more time on our hands, yeah.
A bit more time on our hands. And we're both starting out about the same time. I was posting videos in the Giants forums under a thread, and each time I'd post in the same thread, so I'd always bump it back to the top. And FSG liked that idea, like he does a lot of mine, and stole it. And started doing the same thing. And we just got chatting, subbed to each other very early on, and rest history, I suppose.
I will say, as the man who used to do time lapses, you very quickly switched to doing voiceover and cinematics.
True. I did.
Was it a Sleepless in Seattle type thing? Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. Minus the coffee shop scene.
Yeah. So far, we haven't had the chance to have the coffee shop
True.
scene.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do that in Germany. They're up for most things in Germany, aren't they?
Yeah. So now we just we got chatting and
yeah, we got chatting. Similar views on the game, similar ways of playing, and yeah, just went from there, didn't it?
Yeah. Similar stages in our lives, I suppose. Young families and just connected.
Yeah. And it's funny, DJ said actually in at FarmCon, He said FarmSim is so much more fun with a buddy. He's obviously got Clutch, but you think Chainsaw, who plays with Dagwin and stuff like that, it's nice to kind of share the experience with if you can. So, and I think that's what's nice about the communities, right? Is there's a load of you lot who've met other people, and I know a lot of you play together now, and you know, on either our servers or on your own servers, and that's pretty cool.
It is.
Like a matchmaking service.
Don't know of any relationships that have formed through FarmSim.
Not yet.
But who's to say it hasn't? He has virtual Dagwin too, he does.
He does, yeah.
Jeremy Freeman, thank you, my friend, the $2 super chat with Argsy rules.
Take care, eh? See you later. Yeah, Mark, you're big on our servers at the moment, mate. You're properly enjoying yourself, aren't you? Bearded, you're another one that's got you've got a partner in crime as well, haven't you?
Yep, plays with his brother. Often stream together on Twitch.
That's right, yeah. I always get the notifications at the same time on Discord. And Twitch followers, yeah, the Twitch guys. I'm 10 subscribers, or whatever you call them, on Twitch, away from 1,000 on Twitch. I kind of feel like I should
followers
go over there and do a bit more streaming on Twitch.
Where do you find FarmSim buddies? Asking for a friend. Discord, Mr. Fields. Jump into Discord. Have you got exclamation mark Discord in your...
I do, yes. If you hit exclamation Discord.
Exclamation Discord in either chat, and you'll get a link to both our Discord channels. The servers, or whatever you want to call them.
Jeremy Freeman, Argsy rules. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Is always appreciated. Rob plays games. How would I join your servers? Rob, you need to join the channel as a member. The only reason for that is it kind of keeps the riffraff out and stops them becoming just a lawless madhouse. But it also kind of helps fund the server costs each month. Just a couple of bucks just to keep things up and running, and then that unlocks. If you drop a little note in the Discord, that unlocks all the multiplayer server channels. Probably, I think, similar, exactly the same way as you do, isn't it, Args?
No, I welcome the riffraff.
Oh, geez.
I have some very generous supporters. So Legion and Chinook have both sponsored a couple of servers. So
nice. I've got a couple of supporters as well, which is quite nice. But I am now an Atrado partner as well, so you will get discounts as well, which is nice. But I haven't had a chance to set that up yet because I've been so busy. That's on the list of things to do as well.
I think I'm getting to the point where it's better to have maybe 2 well-used servers than 4 or 5 trying to have a whole lot of people doing not much. Or
I'm finding that as well. Yeah, Spring Creek has been running now since March, and honestly, there's easily 3 or 4 people on it a lot of the time. Maybe not constantly, but. And the same as Western Oz, the 4X Western Oz that I used for the 50k stream. We just left that up and running, and it's got a life of its own now. It's great.
That's good. Yeah, so we've got one on Green Valley, which is going gangbusters.
Yeah,
probably the most.
That's a great map, though.
Most frequented server.
Listen, I tried the free 3 months we got with the collector's edition. It is indeed Scooter, yes. In fact, I've got a 10% discount code lying around somewhere that I got at FarmCon. Probably give that away, shouldn't I?
You do, yeah. Exactly, Jeremy.
Oh yes, Jan and I need to get Renabu set up, which is nice. Jan has very kindly offered to sponsor that server as well, which is great. Arbitrary Hubris. What makes Green Valley a great map? I think it's a 4x map. It's brilliant for multiplayer. 4x map, decent field sizes, a lot of productions on it, and some custom productions as well. So you can do whiskey and beer and things like that, which is nice.
variety of farms. So
Variety
you
of
could
farms
play
as
it
well.
either
Yep.
together, or you could have 3 or 4 competing farms.
Nice mix of dairy and
Yeah.
arable as well, so you could really go big on cows if you wanted.
Mark, sorry, carry on.
Well, Mark's saying you should have a server off.
Yeah, but I saw his first comment, he retracted, which actually said a sever off. I was like, that's a bit grim.
What, play with one arm?
I don't know. I don't know. But last man standing kind of thing. Like, literally.
It's like that sketch. What is it? Monty Python one. 'Tis but a flesh wound.
Mm.
Holy Grail.
We did actually talk about it a couple of months ago. It came up as a topic, and we were going to wait till Northern Hemisphere winter when people had more time to be on the servers.
Yeah.
But we'd have an idea about doing some sort of competitive multiplayer across a couple of servers.
Not Nick was on my Western Oz stream at the week, and he said he had an old steering wheel, and he said, would FarmSim be better? And he's dusted it off, and he's plugged it in, and he said, damn, what a better experience.
Nice.
Yeah, it really is.
Pitchfork fight. You guys are grim. Scooter's got 3 streams going. He's got Pleasant View up as well. He's out of screen, so he's stopping work on mods. Just turn off FSGs so you can keep going. Scooter.
Hey. Just make me smaller.
It's me. I quite often have videos running when I'm recording and editing.
That's my biggest. I would do that more, but you end up having to. Oh, there we go. We're having that little GPS glitch there, where it just disappears off into the distance on its own.
Keeps going. Yeah.
I'm wrapped around a tree now as well. Typically, didn't just do it where there was no trees.
Yeah, 2 of the same maps, highest efficiency wins. We'd have to figure out how to set some rules around it, Daniel. But it'd be something like that. Start off with $1 million and on the same map. You got to choose which land or same starting equipment. I don't know exactly how we'd do it.
Yeah, or you just get $1 million, and it's the first to make it 2 million. But you can buy anything you want, any bit of land and any equipment to get you there.
Yeah. Start off with a set value.
Something like that would be quite good fun, wouldn't it? Because you'd see like different ways of playing and things like that. No fast farming though.
No. Same mods if we have any mods. All the same mods.
His Oklahoma map from 19 was better. It was bearded, I agree. Great map. Silage. Yes, that's the way to make it quickly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tons of silage.
See, I'd go down the greenhouse route. You get a water trailer. Spend $1 million on greenhouses.
25,000 chicken coops.
Yeah. Play religiously into the fertilising and mulching and baling cycles. Yeah, so it'd come down to time, but you'd have to set time the same and everything could have to be all the same.
Yeah, it'd be a challenge to sync it all.
Seasons, having seasonal cycles on could level it out.
Yeah, true.
A map with all the trees removed except for one. First to find it wins. First to cut it down wins.
Yeah. Jan is saying, give us a real challenge. Yeah, you boys on Spring Creek can get through untold amounts of coverage of fields. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they probably make $1 million a day on that.
Oh my god, yeah. That's like a quarter of a field on Spring Creek. 18.2 mil. Jeez, oh. Christoph. The Orb. What would you both say was the most favourite mod that you would activate first? Ooh, which category, the Orb? Because I would say there's scripted mods that help you, and there's also your favourite tractor, combine, whatever. What would you go with, Args? Best scripted mod.
Best scripted mod? Gosh. I don't know now. I mean, it have to be easy div.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's cheating.
Well, I was going to say, in my head, I had Courseplay, just because of the flexibility it gives you. Over auto drive.
But if I only had one, I'd choose, Courseplay and easy auto drive. You know, the in-game AI helpers are so much more advanced now.
Yeah.
Depending how the map's set up, but I still think easy div. But Dusty Lands is, from a gameplay experience, depends what you want to do it for. Is it to make your game easier, or is it to improve your experience?
Yeah.
Like realism type thing.
Yeah. Well, Scooter's saying Terrafarm. So it's nice to see Terrafarm, the dev of Terrafarm, got incredibly busy in real life and disappeared for a while. He is back, and version 5 of Terrafarm is about to come out, which is brilliant. And I think it's been out in the domain for such a long time now that there's some really solid feedback and ideas for it. So I think it could really kick on again and take a good leap forward.
Indeed. Are we going to carry on and go and do the canola fields?
I think we might as well, mightn't we?
Or do you want to spread some digestate onto those first before we?
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay.
Good idea. There are so many, you need a top 50 instead of 10. You do.
Do we both call each other by YouTube names or real names when not playing?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. YouTube names. Still.
Yeah, always.
I know FSG's real name is Jason Statham. But it doesn't often come up in conversation.
Ironically, we both know each other's wives' names, and we call them by their real names.
We do. They don't have gamer tag. Like, does your wife have a gamer tag?
Mrs. FSG.
One doesn't. Mrs. FSG. Well, that's what she is on YouTube. And
you're Mrs. Argsy as well. Yeah.
Mrs. Argsy on YouTube too.
Yeah.
I just about went all the way down without filling up. It was close. Like I did in my live stream the other night. Drove all the way to the field to spray fertilizer without putting fertilizer in the sprayer.
Did you?
After saying I wasn't going to load, I was going to fill up first so I didn't have to take the truck all the way down to the back field.
That's genius, isn't it? Sounds like something I would do.
Maybe we won't. Did we actually use all our digestate up?
No.
Yes.
Did we? Wow.
Yeah. We were that close last time. I've just put 4,000 litres in.
Jeez, oh, right. I think we've probably not got a million miles off the same amount of slurry.
Oh, it doesn't. You've got to stand next to it to tell it, don't you?
I shall report back. So here's a question: can you, now you've got 4,000 litres of digestate in, can you top it up with slurry?
I wouldn't have thought so because I don't think so.
Yeah. Scooter's just said, my wife doesn't really prefer Scooter's ball and chain. Not really sure why.
So there's only 5,500 litres of slurry. So
dear,
we're not going to be doing this.
No, let's just leave that then.
So Jeremy, thanks for hanging out, mate. Good luck with your gig this evening. I hope it all goes well.
Cheers, Jeremy. Have a good one.
I'm just going to throw this digestate into the fertiliser production. Now that's social. So we've got our own fertiliser. We might as well just... I might get the spreader. I'll get the spreader and I'll go and just spread some solid fertiliser onto those fields.
How much have we got? Quite a lot.
Quite a lot, I think.
Yeah, it won't take long. Won't take you long to cover off that field, will it?
Not with that spreader, no.
It's ridiculous. It's like 42 feet max.
Something like that.
Black Rain, have you tried Yukon 4 yet? I haven't. I have not. I want to go and have a look at it because I've heard a few good things about it.
What have we got on here? We've got a whole lot of herbicide. What's in those bags? Seed, seed, and seed. Okay, that's good.
Oh, that's
We
happy.
actually need to get some seed. We need to get some crop into our seed production facility at some stage too.
We do. We do. You said we'd probably use a bit of our corn actually because we've got volume-wise we get a lot more for that, don't we?
That's right.
Although, how useful are sunflowers? They can sell quite well, though, can't they?
They can sell well, yeah. Yep. We're going to add pumps and hoses to No Man's Land. Probably not, Daniel. We'll see. We'll see if we're still going with No Man's Land when that comes out. We may have moved on.
Bearded, hey FSG, will you ever do a series on a UK map? It's a good question. So, not that I've got the time to play them at the moment. I have a couple of save games that I don't record or stream on UK maps. So, do you know what? It doesn't seem to get the viewership. There doesn't seem to be as much interest from you guys on UK maps as there does US maps. So, maybe, though. Never say never. Attingham looks really nice, actually. I was tempted to have a little bit of a play on that.
Court Farms will be hard to go past too when that comes out.
It will. That looks pretty special. And FarmSim Briscoe's map's looking really quite good, isn't it?
So there's actually only 1,000 litres of solid fertiliser. We've got lots of liquid, so I'll see how far I can get with this, and then I'll grab the sprayer and put it on. Just use up
Just
everything.
like a botch of stuff.
Which is just, like I said, exactly how it'd work if we were recording this.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got that funny glitch you had. Where is it missed a strip on the left-hand side?
No, it doesn't miss it, though. It shows it's just it's a visual glitch, I think,
Is it a visual glitch?
rather than anything else, yeah.
No,
Have
it's
a look.
see on the... No, it hasn't. It hasn't done fertiliser on the screen.
Oh, do you know what? Drop it down from the max width.
Yeah, change
That's-
width. Yeah.
Just go down
Control
one and it seems
or-
to work.
Z36.
And then it works fine.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, look, it's
There we go.
wiping it.
Much better.
Funny one, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Right, I'm going to try and grab that course and rotate it 90. Let's see what we do here.
Any interest in Construction Simulator? I've had a look at a few of the different ones, Saran. FSG and I were talking, actually, I'm interested in what SnowRunner's bringing out with farming. I had to go and have a look after you told me about that.
Oh yeah, have you seen it on the public? It's out now on the public test realm. So there's a few guys have demoed some stuff, and they've got implements and everything.
Yeah, I did see they said something about harvesting. And
It's
planting
early
and all that
doors, I
sort of
think. So I think there's. I think if they get some success with it, though, it looks very basic compared to FS. Not graphically, but just what you can do.
Yeah.
And they have those huge dotted lines around the field and things like that, so it doesn't feel very authentic. And when you plant,
right.
like you've got a potato planter, and when you plant the potatoes, they appear instantly as plants.
As plants,
Yeah. So from an authenticity perspective, it doesn't maybe follow the same as FS, but visually it looks great.
Has anyone made any New Zealand maps for FS22 that I know of? There is a couple that have been made. Well, they were made for 19 and they've been partly converted for 22. I tried to look at them and play them, but they never worked perfectly, and they are not at the level of refinement and finish that you'd expect. There is a couple floating out around there. Oh, Hawke's Bay by Kaz 64 or whatever did his Hawke's Bay one. Yeah, I agree, that's not at all from New Zealand. It's just a map that's been given a New Zealand name as far as I'm concerned. Hoping for Attingham going to be on the 5-minute farmer. That would have been a good one to use actually too, Mark, because of the field sizes.
Yeah.
don't know about you. I do know about you at the moment about time, but that time's the main thing to consider trying something different, isn't it? A different,
and actually,
different game, or
do you know? For me, the time at the frustration for me is probably not playing; it's keeping up with what's going on. It feels really busy at the moment in terms of interesting mods and potential new map, and I'm behind on knowing what's going on, which I don't like.
Yeah.
But yeah, literally, if I'd not streamed on Wednesday and had this stream tonight, we would be doing no content this week. Just run out of time completely to get things done. But that'll change, you know.
Yeah, you'll get back into a rhythm.
That'll change, and it's summer as well, right? And people aren't necessarily as active in the summer months, and when it gets cold and dark and a little bit more miserable, we'll all be sitting inside looking for stuff to do. You've done some pretty good coverage with that, mate.
Yeah, I've still got 280 odd litres left. It's gone a long way. Surprised.
Take care, Faber. I'll check your vid out later, mate.
See you,
Appreciate
Faber.
you hanging out.
Thanks again for becoming a channel member.
Steel Horse, is there a YouTube level where you would become full-time and give the day job away? If I was in my early 20s and I'd just left university or something like that, yes. Absolutely, I would have already done it by now. But unfortunately I've a rather large mortgage and two expensive kids. So although that said, I don't actually have a salary at the moment because I've just started my own business and haven't paid myself yet, but I was lucky enough to have a well-paid job, so it would have been very difficult. I would have had to be a lot further on in YouTube to be able to make the money that I was making in my job. And I'm almost... People have asked me that before. I don't know what you're like as well, Args. There's something I like about the fact that it's not your main source of income, and the pressure that brings makes it enjoyable still. And I feel if this was all you did, it would be maybe you would start to lose the love for it if you weren't careful.
I think so. Yeah. I do, and I do have to take a step back. I get stressed about not having done a video or thinking about what's next or how do you keep things growing, and just sort of forget about the numbers and just realise why you started doing it, which was for some fun.
Yeah, and I think, I'll be honest, at the moment, I think my growth is as low as it's been since, I did Flint Hills. Just because I've not had the regularity of, mix of holiday, quitting the job and starting the new business, and just generally being busier because COVID's not got away, but it's not, we're not all stuck at home and with time on our hands anymore. I'm just back to kind of normal, really, and I don't have the time. And I'm same as you, mate. I went through that phase of, I'm not doing as much as I used to, and things aren't growing, and now I'm just a little bit like, I'd rather do less but keep the quality going and still have fun with it than like rush to get stuff out and it'd be crappy quality. So I would rather, if it ends up being Elk Mountain once a week is the only vid I do, but I like it, and I'm happy with the quality of it, I'll do that. FarmSim is my switch off from work, like Farmer Cop said. Exactly, Mark. Yeah, we do it because we want to have fun, not because we want it to feel like a job.
Yep. That's funny because I remember back, in the early days, and you get 50 views on a video, and you think, oh, that's awesome, and you're getting 1 sub a week or 2 subs a week, and you thought, this is amazing. And you kind of lose perspective about it now because you celebrated those milestones, and now if you look at your numbers, you go, oh, today was down a little bit, but I still had 15 or 20 new subs. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. No, it's funny, isn't it? How the dial shifts.
Yeah, Saran saying she enjoys the streams more than videos. The interaction is fun. I agree. I actually, probably enjoy streaming more than videos now a little bit.
Yeah, me too. And I think my numbers on my streams are better if I look at my analytics. I seem to be getting a lot more people coming and watching my streams after they've played as well, which is interesting.
Yep. Yeah, I've noticed that too lately. But you watch, like, a lot of big Twitch streamers, they can spend an hour and a half before they even play a game just chatting.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, we're just doing the same thing.
Well, the bottom line is,
like
right, you have your favourite YouTubers. We're all playing, as you said before, we're all playing the same game with the same equipment and the same maps, so you're going to get continuity. So ultimately it boils down to who do you like to watch because of the personality or the people that are in the stream and stuff. And I think that's what that ends up being the thing you tune in for, isn't it? The people, not so much the content. I'm sure you pick stuff up along the way, but
oh, absolutely. You just, you're like fortunate enough you can play off your celebrity status as a A-list movie star. I mean, we're not all in that fortunate position.
Oh dear! If only I was in that position.
If only. Well, Tim won't be happy. I just missed a bit. He tuned in pre-stream and he said, "Sorry, I can't stay. Just make sure the tractors are clean in the field. If tractors and fields both stay clean."
Now there's a guy that works hard. Jeez, oh.
Indeed, yeah. I actually jumped on a call with him a month or so ago and had a chat about
oh, did you? Nice.
Something he was thinking about doing. Yeah, it was quite nice just to chat and hear a little bit about what he does and how he does it and things. Anzac got I got Anzac support because I'm a Kiwi.
Nice. Scooter says, I envy you guys that sit and play. I start to play and say, oh, I can change that. I should make this. And then he doesn't play again for a few weeks. Yeah, luckily, I would be the same. If I knew how to work Blender and bothered to learn any more of Giant's Editor, I would be exactly the same. I would turn into a modder very quickly. I'm actually kind of pleased I don't have the time to learn it. Good evening, Olaf. How are you doing, buddy? Nice to see you.
Hello, Olaf. Welcome along, mate.
Mark Thought says, making anything professional ruins it. Oh. A little wobble there, I think. Back.
That must have been a server save, because I had that too.
Yeah. I heard you break up. Yeah, Mark Thought says, making anything professional ruins it. Imagine being a professional beer drinker.
Depends how much of it you have to drink each day.
Yeah, I'd be terrible as a professional beer drinker. I'd be done in about an hour. Wouldn't know what to do with the rest of the day.
I'm just impressed that these guys can do that and can taste the difference in a beer after a dozen of them.
I know, right? Owen, first time watching, love the lives. Watching the lives, love the videos. Thank you, Owen. It's good to have you here, mate.
Right.
Oh, you're getting through that field quick as well. Jeez, oh.
Yeah, we're wasting time here.
Right, Christoph's knocking it on the head. Sleep well, mate. Catch up with you soon, mate. I think actually with my lack of time to do vids, maybe jumping on the multiplayers and having a play around with you guys might be some fun stream content as well, so maybe think about that in the next couple of weeks.
Should do.
Obviously you're welcome as well, Args.
Well, timing wise, we'll see. If it's a weekend one, we'll see if we can make work.
Yeah.
I'm actually, what have we got this weekend? Next weekend's fine, and then I think I've got 2 football tournaments in a row the weekend after those.
Yeah, I'm off to Oktoberfest in the next couple of weeks as well, which should be good. Well, 3 weeks I think I'm going.
It's kind of in October.
It starts at the end of September, weirdly.
Oh, does it? Right.
Yeah.
Right. As Mr. Crofter did give me a super chat earlier for a copy of Pumps and Hoses DLC, while we're working through this field, if you want to jump into chat, anyone in my stream and put manure in as a keyword, we'll give away a copy of that to someone. Nice. I don't think it is pre-orderable, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Give you a code. Yeah,
it is.
So there we are, manure in chat, and we'll see what we can do. I did want to put some more words, but I thought that was probably the most appropriate one.
Nice. You wake up in October, that's right, Mark.
Yeah. So on an FHG's chat, feel free to jump over and do that as well.
Yes, everybody on my chat, go over and try and win yourself a copy of Pumps and Hoses, and make sure you leave a like on Argsy's video while you're there.
It's it will be a PC code. That's the only catch. And you'll need to contact me through Discord or drop me an email if you win, if I don't already have you as a contact.
Oh, no, you have loads more time since January. Now you're medically retired. No more driving semi for this. No more driving a semi in real life, Corpnut, but there's plenty of semis on FarmSim that need your attention, so you can still get your trucking fix.
Indeed.
I tell you what, at the end of the stream, we'll let you do your draw now, Args, and then we'll do another one just before we finish.
Nice. You got your lights on for a reason.
Just flashing you.
Oh gosh. You're going too long when the FSG starts flashing me.
We're past the watershed.
Yeah. Alright,
I'm always nervous about doing giveaways now in case admins wins it. All the damn admins keep winning. Carleen Greenwood, hello, how are you doing?
Alright. Last chance. I'll turn around and then we'll roll it. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Let's see whose name comes up here. Mark Haythornwaite. There you go, Mark.
No, that's brilliant. Nice one, Mark.
So I know how to get in touch with you. I know you are on Discord, so drop me a message and we'll sort out a code for you, get that through to you, courtesy of FS Crofter. So thank you again, Crofter. Appreciate that, mate.
I have a question. Does anybody of a certain age every time they hear Pumps and Hoses sing Boats and Hose from Step Brothers with Will Ferrell?
No.
Oh, okay. Neither do I.
No. It does make me think of Pumps
Bearded
and Hose.
does. Nice one, Bearded. Thanks, Cranky does too.
Oh, there you go.
Step Brothers is an underrated movie.
Step Brothers is great. So interesting. I don't know if you can remember last year when 22 came out, I had all sorts of issues, and I know other people have, trying to buy the codes with failed payments.
Yeah,
and all
that's
that sort of
right. You
stuff.
had loads of issues with your cards, didn't you?
Yeah. So I had that the same trying to get the Vermeer DLC.
Oh, did you?
And I found if I used incognito mode on Chrome, it worked fine.
Oh, I wonder if it's a Chrome issue then.
No,
some
I'm pretty
sort of
sure I tried
security?
using Edge or something as well. I don't know.
Oh, no, it's the same
I don't know
problem.
what it is. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So if anyone else has ever had that same issue, try doing it in incognito mode. Because I tried my work credit card, I tried PayPal. I wouldn't even use PayPal. Couldn't even do it through PayPal.
Yeah,
So.
it's strange. Oh, unless it's
weird.
maybe it's a giant payment gateway. No, I wonder if sometimes their payment gateway can get overloaded. Just too many people
Yeah, I
trying to
don't
buy
know.
stuff at once.
Probably not at the time I'm buying it, probably. Everyone's asleep when I'm buying stuff.
That's true. Maybe that's it. Maybe they turn it off. So here's you'll love this. You'll love this. The government in the UK. So I have a personalised registration on my car, and you have to register it when you swap your car. When you get a new car, you have to register the switching of the plate to a new car. Yeah. And there's a couple of times when I've had to do it when I bought new cars, and like Saturday afternoon, I'll log on and I'll sort that out. Bit of life admin over the weekends and stuff like that. Yeah. And you log in, and you go, I want to go and change my plate over to a new car, and it says, sorry, this website is only available Monday to Friday, 9 AM to 5 PM.
What? I'll let you.
I was like, it's a website. So I imagine that they've got this fancy form you fill in, and it just pings an email to some dude in an office who has to process it.
Oh my goodness.
Well, there you go. The website is closed.
Right. Funny. So my question, and this is for chat, what's FSG's number plate? What would a personalised plate for FSG be? I want to see some suggestions.
You need to know my real name.
They don't. I just want to see the suggestions. I just want to see what people think you should have as a personalised plate.
Oh, I like it, Mike. Daniel, I like that. MKT Guru. I like that. And can I just remind everybody's family stream?
The Crofters come in with Statham, John Avgeek, Jason Statham Jason Statham 1 dropping all the vowels. We've got 3 options for Argsy rules. We've got a Born to Squeak.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know what that means, but I don't know what that means, but I'm intrigued.
We're lagging a bit.
Why are we stopping?
Hey, Farmer Cowboy, how you doing? Gonna catch the replay tomorrow because it's midnight. Hey? Well, we finished ploughing, so I thought you might want to clean your plough. Oh, my internet connection.
Just watching you.
Look at this.
Do the moonwalk.
Go all over the place. Yeah, I know. I was lagging a little bit there. We're back. Mr. Stay Drunk, how are you? Good to see you. Got Mark
Evening, Grant.
Said JS1. Saran suggesting I love John Deere. Jib Rules. Oh, Jib Rules, music man.
Jib
Clean
rules.
Me. FSG1 Arg 0. I like it. Good suggestions.
Clean Me. I told you before, haven't I? There was a truck. We once saw a dirty truck in Scotland, and somebody had written on the back of it, "I wish my wife was this dirty."
Yeah, that happens quite a lot in New Zealand.
Oh, Cranky's got it. JAS 10NS. So he's even gone for the right syntax for UK plates. Nice.
Right. Do you know in Australia they do the same joke, but they say, "I wish my sister was this dirty."
Ooh, that's fighting talk.
Hey, Black Book, how are you? Now, I don't know if you've overlooked, the Alien Paul is in your chat. Have you said hello to Alien Paul?
There he is,
indeed.
Mr. Alien Paul. He's on my list of people to speak to now I'm back from holiday, actually.
Ah.
How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you.
See, not only do I have to normally wash his equipment, but I have to manage his chat for him as well.
It does. It does. And Argsy, when you've got a minute, my tractor needs some fuel.
Okay,
it doesn't actually. It doesn't. I'm joking.
Mine
Just
does.
keeping you on your toes.
Don't come at the Aussies like that. It's better than the sheep. I was waiting for something. I can't fire shots without getting some back, John. Ah, Tim's made it back. Hello, Tim. He has had this is one of the best typos of my name I think I've seen. It
Hey,
says,
Grant,
aghast in FSG.
No, he's just aghast that FSG was washing his tractor.
That's true. That's true. Probably is.
Oh, Alien Paul's got the same list as me going. Yeah.
Nice. Alright, what's the plan? How much longer do you want to go for?
I don't know, I'm happy to go for a bit longer.
I'm a free man for quite a bit longer. So.
Flexed? Well, it's Father's Day, you can do what the hell you like.
Pretty much, although I can imagine when the family get back from swimming lessons, they'll be nice and noisy.
Yeah.
Might be time to go and be a dad for a bit.
Yeah.
Well, we can plant some canola.
Well, let's do that. We've got two seeders, haven't we? So.
Yeah, we do. Or we could load up some rocks. That's a bit boring.
That's a bit boring. Right, let's get some seeding going, shall we? Let's get a couple of fields of canola in the ground. Is there any fertilizer? Did you say there's fertilizer in here? Or
no,
I've
just probably used it. I've just used it all.
Do these work without fertilizer?
They'll plant without fertilizer. They just won't fertilize.
Yeah, but we don't need to, do we? Oh, yeah, we do. There's a lot of rocks down here as well.
Oh, there is. Look at that.
They don't show up on my... For some reason, on this game, they don't show up. On this game save.
That's weird, isn't it? So I can see rocks where you've worked, and I can't see them where I've worked.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing. So that field we've just done, the two we've just done, the one on the north side has lots of rocks, and the one on the south side doesn't have many. And
I'm exactly the opposite of that.
It's funny, eh?
Paul saying, I can't believe how fast the time has passed since FarmCon. Yeah. Yeah, it's blinking you miss it. That was ages ago. Evening Legacy, nice to see you too. Right, what should we do, Args?
I was just looking at what I need to make solid fertilizer. Manure.
Oh, that's right. We don't have a trailer that will take manure, do we?
No. That's right. I'll put some scoops in. I'll use the front loader. We'll scoop some manure over.
All right.
And
I'll fill up the. I'll fill up the seeders then.
Okay.
While we're here, these don't take much, do they? So we should.
I don't think so.
Oh, bouncing all over the place here. There we go. Come on. Can I get close enough? Right, everybody look away.
That's right, Legion. I did like your suggestion editing the trailer fill type to bulk. Would fix that. Oh, of course I got seeds. This is when I jump in here and realise it's full. It is full. I'm like reversing up to the seeds going, why isn't it opening? It's full of both fertiliser and seeds. Not sure if the other one is. Oh, so it's got full fertiliser already. That's good.
One of them has. Let's see what the other one's got as well. It will be a stroke of genius. We filled these both up last time before we put them away.
We?
I don't know what you're saying.
I don't know who did it either. I'm just claiming responsibility.
The fact it's a surprise to me suggests it probably wasn't me.
I can't remember.
This one's half full. Half full, but still got a good amount in it.
I'm all just speed up time a couple of hours and we should have some fertiliser.
Yeah. Have we got any solid at all anywhere? Just what's in there? Right.
Just there's 250 litres if you wanted to empty it out of the spreader.
Oh, that would almost fill this up, to be honest.
How quickly does this thing make solid fertiliser? There's already 23 litres here just in the minute I've been dumping. Just skip time forward to like 3 o'clock and you'll have plenty.
Alright, I'll do that. Oh no, I'll give you a couple more bucket loads. Or I think you've got enough in there already.
No, there's 3,000 litres, you'll be more than enough.
Good evening, Joey. How's it going?
FSG's number plate is mic on.
That's
Put a question mark
one,
after that,
actually.
Mark.
I
Can
like
you
that
put a
one.
Question mark.
I like that
after
one.
that?
I'll give you that one. Bearded Gamer, are you guys using the big bag by default mod? No, this is the what's this big? This is the big bag bag.
LFSM.
Modding.
LSFM one.
Yeah, LSFM Innovations. LSfarming-mods.com. Because you
That's
can actually
came,
bag up crops
yeah, that's
in it,
the one
can't
we
you?
got the bigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's been nice actually. It's been a nice mod to have in here.
It was good. Something different to try. Oh, Chinhook. Thank you, my friend. Just gifted 5 memberships to the channel. You are very, very generous. I keep telling you that. Thank you.
All good, Legacy.
There you go.
How was the concert? Was it good? Watching the Taylor Hawkins tribute concert.
Oh,
Bet that was pretty cool.
I'm gonna watch it delayed.
Yeah, I might just watch that back as well.
I set my alarm for 6 AM this morning because they were meant to be launching the Artemis 1 mission, but got scrubbed.
Joey, I haven't seen the rock picker on the ag farm show. No, rock picker that works in front of the skid steer that the robot grabs from the field. You don't have to do anything. That sounds fun.
Artemis is so disappointing.
That is something they need to do on YouTube already. Gifted memberships. They do already. Bearded, they've just started it.
Yep. So, Chinook's just gifted 5 into my community.
There you go.
Which is most generous of him. Right, have we got... So there's 47. Let's just...
Take care, Paul. I'll speak to you soon, mate. Don't do stuff I wouldn't do either in streams.
Nice to see you, Paul.
Yeah. We'll catch up soon, mate. They do bearded. Very recently they introduced it. Steelers for days. How are you doing?
1,600 litres of solid fertiliser.
Right.
So.
Let's work out where I can fill it up from. And we take direct. Let's see, shall we?
LS is in June for FarmSim. Yes, Mark. Artemis is disappointing. It's taken a long time to get where they are and a lot of money. It's yeah. Be interesting to see where it goes. I mean, the cadence in that they're going to be able to launch at and build these rockets is pretty low. So be interesting to see where SpaceX and Starship and everything comes into the game and.
Yeah.
Although
you can't.
Try opening your covers.
The Artemis, that's going to bound to happen, right? Isn't it? With big rockets, you can't risk the safety thing, can you?
Oh no, and they're kind of doing it as a. There you go.
Beautiful.
It's a
dummy run, anyways.
Getting to the point where they're doing the testing, and if it's testing well enough, they're going to launch it.
Yeah,
That's the way I understand it.
Cranky with the super chat. You are a legend, mate. I can't thank you enough.
Right, I've got canola selected. That's a good start.
I have got canola selected too.
To see if we've got any GPS courses.
I think we must have a GPS course. Only because I planted canola in this field by mistake last time.
That's true, you did too. Fuel leak was the cause of the scrub. It was something they couldn't stop.
Seeding big field. Let's give that a go.
Proof that the fast iteration prototype process SpaceX is using is the only way to go. Yeah, I mean, SpaceX don't have government to answer to as much, do they? So they're kind of free to do it their own way. I'm enjoying watching Rocket Lab and what they're doing down here in New Zealand. They've just hot-fired for 200 seconds an engine they recovered from the ocean. Or, yeah, I suppose it was an engine. Field 1 seeder?
I went with...
Seeding big field?
Seeding big field. Looks to be set up nicely.
Just started watching SpaceX launches. SpaceX is fun watching them do the Starlink, Starship stuff. Is this course right on the edge? Oh,
Have you got just the very edge of it, have you?
Very edge, yeah. It's just millimeters.
Don't do a dagger and have two
feet,
different
whatever.
crop set.
Yeah.
It's very possible.
Rocket Lab's doing great stuff. So, fun fact or interesting fact: one of my youngest boy's friend's dad is the main helicopter pilot for Rocket Lab. So he was responsible in flying the helicopter that tried to catch their first stage rocket that they tried to recover a few months ago.
No way, that is like right up there with cool job status, right?
Yeah, I know. So they've bought the biggest helicopter that's in New Zealand, a big Sikorsky.
Yeah.
We happened to go on school camp literally the following day, because they scrubbed the launch for about a week, and it was getting closer and closer to school camp, so you didn't know if he was going to make it. But he basically
To work
flew out
or
into
school camp?
To school camp. He wasn't. I don't think he was going to miss the work.
No.
It was very cool. Did a child name those courses? Possibly Mark. Who knows? Doesn't matter what they're called, they work. He would win at school career day. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I know.
The helicopter company which operate the helicopter for Rocket Lab are contracted to Rocket Lab. They also operate the police helicopter in Auckland. And when Prince Charles was in New Zealand 3 or 4 years ago, and they were flying the Eagle helicopter down to Christchurch to be there when Prince Charles was in Christchurch. He landed it at the school on the way down and showed the kids.
Oh, nice. He's getting all the dad points. Nobody else gets a look in.
Cool. Hey, Spud, how are you, mate?
Joey, I wish they had GPS in the game on consoles in farms. I know. It's frustrating, isn't it?
So, as I understand it, one of the biggest issues with things like GPS and course play and that for console is just the lack of input bindings and options.
As much as it is a security issue, is it?
Well, I mean, they could build it into the game themselves.
Oh, so yeah, the FarmSim.
Not the mod, but in terms of FarmSim building it in and making it base game.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point.
Because a lot of PC games that ported across console and that, and the interface is just clunky because it.
That's right. And I think that was one of the reasons Courseplay built it into the game in 22, wasn't it? So you can use it has some of the kind of controller-friendly interface going on.
Yeah. When you were a kid, an Army Huey emergency landed in our backyard. That was pretty cool. As long as it was a successful emergency landing, it'd be pretty cool.
There was a story over here last year when Tom Cruise was filming Mission Impossible in the UK, and they were looking for somewhere to land, and somebody just pitched up at this family's house and said, "You've got a field out of the back. Can we land a helicopter in it?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure." Wouldn't tell them who it was for and stuff, and then it landed, and Tom Cruise got out and had photos with him and did all those, all the cool stuff that Tom Cruise ends up doing every time he.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a PR machine, but
he does do pretty well with some of that stuff.
Pretty cool claim to fame, that. Going to school on the Monday. Tom Cruise landed his helicopter in my garden at the weekend.
That's a cool thought. It would have been him flying it too.
Yeah.
No one was hurt and the chopper flew out the next day. They let us kids plan it. That's very cool. My favourite helicopters, Huey. We used to, we now Air Force used to, because we've got one of the main Air Force bases for New Zealand not far away from us. So back in the day we used to have those flying around. We used to have jets flying around before we got rid of our strike one.
You ever want to see some, where I grew up, we're about, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours drive from, we're right on the border of Wales.
Oh, you're going to say the Mark Loop, aren't you?
Yes. And I went
my
down
goodness.
a few times and walked up the hill and just sat and watched some of the planes going through there. It's just breathtaking.
I'd love to go and see that. I've watched some videos on YouTube and some
Yeah.
photos and that. That just looks incredible.
You get there's some real avid guys that just know the flight patterns of all the jets and stuff,
Yep.
and you can speak to the bases
Yep.
and go, what's happening when, and they'll give you some tips about, we've got an American training day on, and you're going to get F-15s and 16s and Raptors and everything going through there.
That's awesome. I think it's impressive when they get the big transport planes going through it.
Yeah.
And there's people, you're standing on the hill and you're above the plane
That's right.
looking
Yeah.
across the top of the wings.
Maybe we should do it, Args, when you're over.
Maybe.
Add it to the list.
Just add it to the list. My wife, who was staying long enough to go to the tattoo the other day.
That's true. Yeah, you're going to be
"We've
here for
got
3
kids."
months. Oh, Cranky saw the Vulcan fly through the Mac loop. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow. So I was reading the other day, actually, there's the one Vulcan in the UK, which is still airworthy but doesn't have a license to fly.
Yeah.
The airport it's currently based at is shutting down, being turned into a housing estate or something.
So they've got to move it.
And they've got to move it. And their two options are to apply for a temporary flight license to fly it, or break it into pieces and ship it. How
Oh,
cool would
please
that be
fly
if
it.
they
I've seen the
please
Vulcan
fly
fly
it.
at an air show. Must be 20 years ago now. I've never heard a noise like it. Just
No,
incredible.
So I think the one this one, they still do like taxi and run-ups with it, but just can't take
Yeah.
off.
That's an amazing bit of kit.
Mm.
I remember doing, when I was about 10, painstakingly putting together an Airfix model kit of a Vulcan. 1/48 scale as well, so it was nice and big when it was finished. Hung it from the ceiling in my bedroom. Sat there for about 5
Yeah.
years.
Back when Britain used to make cool stuff.
Yeah, good old days.
Good old days.
Oh, my claim to fame is my granddad was part of the team that developed the bouncing bomb. It was
That's
dropped,
right.
dropped from the Lancasters, yeah.
Dam Busters.
Yeah.
The bouncing bomb, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that new movie's just come out. Well, it's come out here in New Zealand called Lancasters.
Yeah. No, that looks pretty good.
Hmm. So there's we have a local guy here who has a Spitfire, and we often get that flying around, particularly
you've told me
around
about him before, yeah,
Anzac
yeah.
Day and all those kind of things.
Yeah, nice.
But there was a guy in Nelson who 60 years ago rescued a whole lot of planes from being scrapped by the Air Force at the end of the war. It's in the early 50s.
Has he got a Mustang? You've told me about this before as well. He's got a Mustang, hasn't
Yeah, I think I've talked to you about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
got a Mustang. So they're
Amazing.
rebuilding this Mustang out not far away from us. They've just got the wings back. They've sent the wings to the US and they've been rebuilt, reconditioned, refabricated.
he? That's
You
amazing.
can follow on. Oops, turn that on. Follow along progress all on Facebook and that. But
Well, there you go. Frank Mead's
Very cool.
great-grandfather was part of the team that made the synchro guns on the early planes in World War One. Jeez, oh. Brilliant.
Fat Albert Jato, I've seen Fat Albert Jato as well. Bearded gamer. That's very cool. You know what Fat Albert is? FSG.
No, what's Fat Albert?
So Fat Albert's the C-130 Hercules who supports the Blue Angels.
Ah, okay.
He's called Fat Albert, and Jato's jet assisted takeoff. So if you've ever seen a
Yeah.
C-130 do a jet assisted takeoff, that's pretty cool.
Is that the
They
short?
fit a whole lot of rockets, basically, or jets on the below the wings, or
Yeah.
on the side of the fuselage below the wings, and yeah,
And they just blast them to
they
get it off the ground.
get rolling, and then they just blast the jets and take off in a real short distance.
Nice. There you go. Mark Haythorne Thwaite's claim to fame is he's related to Roger Bannister, but he can't run for toffee.
Look at all these connections. Anzac's father used to fix the Orions. Bearded Gamer's ridden. He used to be in the. Did you say you were in the army? When I was in the army, I flew Black Hawks. Corknut had a ride, and the army was in a Huey, and the Marines was in a Super Stallion.
Is John still here? He's got some good Air Force stories.
Yeah.
He used to fly F-16s, didn't he?
He did. And
He
Scott
sent me some
Freefall,
awesome.
his
He
dad-
sent some awesome pictures.
Yeah, Scott grew up with his dad developing fighter planes, I think. I can't remember who that was for. Oh, I'm gonna just get turned in time.
One of the best things I think I've ever seen is an air show. It was an F-16 flying. It must have been flying 30 to 40 feet above the ground. You know when they go so fast that the sound comes out of the jet engine, slaps against the runway, and it does that slapping sound, like literally blow your eardrums out. And then he just did a full vertical pull at the end of the runway and just went straight up. And I was about 10 years old, and I was just like jaw dropping. That's my favourite jet because of that. Probably is an F-16.
So we had the F-16s here for an air show for the first time that they'd ever been to New Zealand not that long ago. And they were very cool to see, F-16s. Yeah. We had Singaporean F-15s, but they were only a static display, so I didn't get to see them fly. And then a couple of years ago for an air show, the US flew a B-52, but it was during our border closures, so they couldn't land in New Zealand. They flew all the way here and then turned around and flew back just to do a fly past.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the first time a B-52 had been in New Zealand airspace for a long time.
They can stay in the air for days, those things, can't they?
So, FarmSim.
Yeah, anyway.
Anyway, welcome to the Argsy and FSG show where we just talk about anything.
Talk about stuff we like.
Hmm.
Should see the Typhoon FSG. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing one of them. Never seen one of those flying.
So, are we going to record an episode tonight? Or in the morning?
I suppose we better have, hadn't we?
Yeah, I mean, you need the content.
I literally do need the content. Nick says we're almost a podcast. Maybe we've missed a trick there. Start doing podcasts.
Quite fun actually being able to do it with chat though.
It is, yeah. It's got additional info. And there we go. Look at that. Perfectly timed.
Beautiful.
There we go. Lovely stuff.
What do you reckon? Is that enough for the day?
I think we should probably call it there. I'll have nothing to do in the vid tomorrow.
No. We're going to keep on planting, or are we going to skip forward to...
I think we might skip it. A few days though, isn't it?
We have to go... Yeah, it is a few days to get to harvest, I think, for the soybeans and canola. Soybeans and corn and
the corn.
Sunflowers.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe we should. Do they clash, actually? Let's just check. We might need to finish the canola before.
Oh, only if we want to plant more canola. That's the
only
thing.
But I don't think we do.
No, we were going to put a lot of wheat in for our animals.
Yes, we were. So
Chickens.
We've got 3 days I think we need to bump forward.
To get into October, right.
Well, that's okay. We can do that.
Yeah, we could do that. Or we bump forward to September and
bump two, plant some wheat, and then bump forward again. Very good. Right, I did say I was going to give away a copy of Pumps and Hoses, didn't I? Before the end of the stream.
Yes, you did.
So let me just fire up my Nightbot. And I think we'll just do what we did with Args, and we will do manure as our word. Don't do it yet because I've not set it up.
What did I say about FSG copying me?
Okay. Fine. Whatever, Args. Boats and hose. Yeah, I mean boats and hose in chat. No, let's do manure.
Manure.
in chat. I'll give you a couple of minutes to do that. Evening, Luke Fox. Nice to see you. Manure in chat, everyone.
Anzac suggesting our next mission in No Man's Land is build a near base.
Yeah, Scooter, if you could knock up some F-15 mods for FarmSim, that would be brilliant.
Lambo modding. So did I say to you the other day, he's built an F-117. The old plane. He was flying that.
Just because you can, right?
To spray your fields when you don't want anyone to know you've sprayed your fields.
Got 27 people so far. Manure.
I like Mark's written poo in your chat just so he's not in the draw twice.
I know, right? But still getting involved. I like it.
Still getting involved, yeah.
I like it. Right, I'll give you a couple of minutes just to get in because you're all too busy
Prop delivery.
switching over from Args stream.
So I do know one of the modding groups has been talking about having a aircraft of some description as a sell point that flies off and delivers like the train. Works like a train.
Nice.
That'd be pretty cool.
Would be good. Prop delivery helicopter in Western Isles, that would be good, wouldn't it? I would love it if the engine was capable of really doing a nice flying vehicle, so you could get some proper.
That would be good, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Proper crop spraying planes or helicopters or both. That you could really get nice turns at the end and send them back down the field.
It's the way they don't pitch which really sucks.
Yeah.
They just yaw around a corner.
Yeah. Right, we're still going with the manures. We're still getting a lot of manure.
Typical FSG chat then, isn't it?
Just another stream of my chat. Right, I'm going to pop my seed drill away while we're waiting. We're going to have to buy some corn headers, Args, as well, before we combine, which is going to be interesting as we've only got 25k.
That's right, skip 3 months forward and we'll be...
That's true, there'll be thousands of pounds of electricity.
There will be.
Sure, we should put our electricity prices up as well, shouldn't we?
Well, with demand, supply and demand.
Make the poor consumers pay 5 times for their electricity, like they do in the UK at the moment. Yeah, Permus did make a crop duster scooter, you're right. And he's done the best he can, I think. Like I said, the limitations of the engine are where it stops being as good as it could be rather than Perma's plane. Perma's plane looks great. Right, any more in the manure in the chat? If you want to win a copy of Pumps and Hoses, just drop the word manure into the chat and we will roll it any second now.
Hey, Pozos, how are you, man? Welcome. We're just getting close to wrapping things up here. Been a fun couple of hours, though.
Right,
well, I've enjoyed it. I don't know if FSG has.
I've had a riot. I always have fun. Edward Taggart's sneaking in at the end there. Right, we're going to roll it, guys.
He's going to win it now. He's going to win it.
I know. Good luck, everyone. Let's see who wins it. Keep an eye. Oh, Nio and David just sneaking in there as well. Keep an eye on the chat, guys. The winner will be announced there. Yana has won it. He's not a mod. He's not a mod.
Continuing a fine tradition.
Oh, dear. Congrats, Jan. Nice one, mate.
Good on you, Jan.
I shall scribble that down, and then I won't forget it. Find a pen.
You won't be allowed to forget it.
Oh, and he'll be spamming me in the chat. I don't know what he's like. There you go. Nice one, Jan. Brilliant stuff, mate. Super stuff. Where's Args gone with his psychedelic
Moving
orange?
Eggs.
Oh, he's
moving eggs.
Moving eggs. Yeah, I'm making some serious egg money. In fact, there's probably two corn headers worth of eggs right here.
Probably. Very strong cardons.
I don't think this is how you stack eggs in real life.
Funny story, actually, though. Have you ever tried grabbing an egg and squeezing it between your hands to break it?
Not for a long time, no.
Lock your fingers together, put an egg in between the palm of your hands and try and smash it. But you can't.
Is that right?
Yep.
Is that right? So I did the trick. We did the trick a few months ago with the dog. You give a dog a raw egg, it will pick it up in its mouth, but it knows how much pressure to put on so that it doesn't crush it.
Right.
It instinctively doesn't, which is, I think is quite clever. Obviously, it then ran to the bottom of the garden with it.
Buried it.
Couldn't get it back off him, but.
All right, here we go.
Right, mate. That was top dollar fun.
It's good fun. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Good way to spend a Sunday morning for me.
Yeah, no, it's nice to get the chance to do it. Like I said, we don't really get the opportunity to stream very often because it's time zones and responsibilities and stuff like that. So, no, nice to do it. So, thank you, mate. Good fun. Thanks for everyone for joining as well. I don't even know how many we had in stream really tonight. It's sitting around about 150 odd over here. So, always nice to have you on board, folks.
Yes, pleasure to have everyone's company. Make sure you've dropped a like on the stream.
Hit the likes on the way out.
Otherwise,
and, we will catch you all again very soon.
Yeah, see what we do on No Man's Land during the week.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Right.
All right,
I'm going to go off to my bed because I'm going to have to get up in a couple of hours and do some multiplayer with a guy called Argsy.
Yeah, pretty much what we've done for the last. We should have just recorded this and edited it down.
That's right, we should have, yeah. It was very streamlined as usual with this gameplay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. All right. Thanks everyone for super chats and memberships and whatever else happened during the stream. Pleasure having you all here and having your company with us and just chatting. It's been fun. Yeah, it has been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Nice to have you all here, guys. And all right. Enjoy Surviving Wyoming Season 2 tomorrow. Last little plug in there. Is that coming out? I thought that would never happen. Tomorrow. I thought I'd given up. I had almost given up as well. And I made forced myself into it. Yeah. So, yeah. Take care, mate. Cool. Catch you later. See you, chat. Take care, guys. All the best. Have a good evening.